Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everyone? My name is Jeremy, and today I wanted to talk about Mental Health Awareness Month. So, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about my experience with mental health, and today I specifically wanted to talk about my experience with anxiety. So, I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety, which is kind of just general anxiety, just all around. Social anxiety, so you kind of get nervous just like around social situations. And lastly, I was diagnosed with PTSD. So I think my anxiety kind of started out in middle school. I think it was a culmination of just a lot of stuff I experienced in my childhood. And, middle school, high school, man, that's a rough time for kids, You feel a lot of pressure to have friends, be in social groups, constantly comparing yourself to other people. So I think it really started around that time, and through middle school to high school, it just kind of got worse. I switched several times, which didn't help. And I just remember me and my twin brother, we would go to school and just be terrified. It's kind of funny looking back on it, how anxious we were for no reason. But yeah, it kind of got worse. My anxiety kind of got worse throughout middle school, high school. I didn't really know what the issue was. I didn't even really know what anxiety was. But, I had a really tough time. Just every day was, I was just nervous about everything, anxious about everything. And I made school pretty difficult. And I'm sure a lot of you probably had the same experience, School is difficult. And so it's pretty bad. And one thing that I will say that helped was working out. So I used to run a lot, do a lot of weightlifting, push-ups, pull-ups, and that's one thing that really helped me was, exercising produces natural happy chemicals. You increase your confidence and just feel better overall about yourself. But it's living with anxiety has been a struggle. It's made school feel almost impossible, having a job. It's just incredibly difficult, living with it every single day. And off and on, it's been good and then bad and then good and bad. But when it's at its worst, I would isolate myself, and it just makes just everything in life seem incredibly difficult, every day I would wake up and just feel like I was in fight or flight mode, and I didn't really know what was happening. And like I said, it's been good and bad. It goes in between being good and bad. And recently though, I did start therapy, which has definitely helped out a lot. And also see a psychiatrist. So I'm on medication. and that's really helped a lot. And it's like seeing a therapist has helped because they give you good tools good coping strategies to deal with it. Like anxiety makes you want to isolate. It makes you, just not want to hang out with friends or family and just stay inside and, just be on social media or YouTube all day. But, after a while, that's just like not good for you. So therapy has helped a lot and kind of made me realize, like, you know what, like I am capable, like sometimes you get in your own head and you feel like no one likes you, you're not worthy, but that is the complete opposite. You have every right to be happy just like anyone else, like, so that's an important thing I realized. And, yeah, I mean, it sucks when you have really bad anxiety because it just affects everything in your life, like, so if you have anxiety, social anxiety, general anxiety, like I totally understand, and you're not alone, and it's important to talk to people that you trust about it. And I would definitely recommend that, if you're up to therapy, I definitely recommend that you try that out and find a good therapist that you feel comfortable with. And mental health is something that it's always a work in progress. There's not a pill or just one thing you can do that, it's going to cure it. It's just like with anything in life. It's a work in progress. And, but, I just wanted to tell you that things can definitely get better. Things will get better. There is hope. There's a lot of resources and stuff these days that, we didn't even have just 10 years ago. Yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that, hey, you're not alone. Things can get better, if you have a friend or close family member you feel like you can talk to, maybe, open up a little bit about it. And, I think these days it's difficult because there's just so much stress going on with the world and everything, but things definitely can get better. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, things can definitely get better. There's a lot of resources out there, and like things can definitely improve and change for the best. So thank you all for watching today. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Thank you.